A lawyer with 33 years of experience in Louisiana who deals with estate plannings, trusts, and successions was turning away business, not because he didn't have the clients, but because he didn't have the operational support to keep up with them. Now, in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how we helped them fix that, who we placed, what they did, and what changed in his firm specifically. If you run a law firm and feel like you're the bottleneck in your own business, this video is going to be very helpful. My name is Kyle. I run a virtual assistant placement agency. We've placed over 300 trained professionals into businesses across the US, law firms, real estate companies, agencies, and more. We hire out of South Africa, the Philippines, and Latin America, and 20 plus other countries. But today, I'm not here to pitch you. I'm here to tell you Ben's story, because if you're a lawyer watching this, I think you're going to see a lot of yourself in him. Ben Luke is an attorney in Louisiana with 33 years of practice under his belt. His firm handles estate planning, wills, trusts, successions, and real estate closings. Now, when he came to us, he was specific about what he needed. He needed paralegals who could draft his clients' trust documents on time and have them ready without him walking them through every single step. He needed someone who could proactively reach out to clients, give them real status updates on where their documents were, because clients were calling the office and nobody really had a clear answer, and that was creating a lot of friction in the business. Now, he needed someone to manage the whole communication trail, following up on missing signatures, sending documents for e-signing, keeping files clean and organized from intake all the way to completion. And on top of all of that, he had real estate closing documents backing up, files sitting in the queue, deadlines being missed, and he was having to turn away new closings because nobody could process the work fast enough. And this is exactly what he told me directly, that revenue was walking out of the door, and it wasn't a legal problem. It was a staffing problem. And here's the thing. This isn't a role where you can just plug any virtual assistant in and hope for the best. Legal work is super technical, the stakes are high, and if the person doesn't come in with the right experience already, it's just not gonna work. So getting Ben the right people wasn't important, it was everything. Ben didn't just need a virtual assistant, he needed people who could fill 3 very specific roles. Number 1 was his real estate planning paralegal, someone who could draft revocable living trusts, healthcare directives, HIPAA authentications, and powers of attorney. Someone who could take a client file, build the full document package, and have it ready for Ben's review without needing to be micromanaged through every single step. The second was a successions paralegal. Ben needed someone who understood the process from end to end, gathering the right documents, preparing legal filings, meeting court deadlines, and keeping the client informed throughout the process, so Ben can focus on the legal strategy rather than the paperwork. And the third was the real estate closing coordinator. This was the most urgent need by far. Ben had invested in a platform called Qualia, a real estate closing management system, and he needed someone who could coordinate with the agents, coordinate with the lenders and title companies, prepare the closing documents, track the deadlines, and actually operate the software, not learn it from scratch. 3 distinct individual roles, all requiring real legal experience, all requiring someone who could contribute from day one. Now, here's exactly how we were able to fill these 3 roles. Step 1 was we built out a full custom hiring funnel from scratch, customized to exactly what Ben needed. And across the 3 searches combined, we pulled in over 10,000 applicants, and we filtered that entire pool down multiple stages, screening for US law firm experience, the right knowledge, the right software familiarity, and the communication skills to represent Ben's firm to his clients. By the time Ben got involved, we had already done all the heavy lifting. He wasn't sifting through dozens of interviews with people who weren't qualified. We presented him a group interview with 3 to 5 best candidates per role, all on one Zoom call, so he could ask the specific questions that only a 33-year attorney would know to ask. Questions about specific document types, how they'd handle a succession filing, about what software they used and how deeply they understood it. That format let Ben cut through all the noise and identify who actually had the knowledge and who was just talking. The first hire was Christine, a paralegal from the Philippines with experience working inside a US-based law firm handling estate planning documents, handling healthcare directives, trust preparation, and client communication. There's actually a great detail here. Christine had accepted another offer the morning of the interview, but Ben wanted her anyway. I pulled her aside and negotiated a deal with her specifically to get her on board. She told me that she genuinely wanted to work in estate planning, and that's the kind of person you want to fill this role. The second hire was Emmy, a paralegal from Manila with 5 years of estate closing experience with direct hands-on experience inside of Qualia, the exact software that Ben had just implemented. She would come in and operate from day one. And the third hire was Yara from South Africa with 5 years of legal experience. South Africa was actually one of our strongest markets for legal talent. The professionals coming out of there have a strong command of English and understand US business culture, adapt quickly to specific workflows. Yara came in with the experience and the work ethic to fill the role. 3 hires, 2 different countries, all sourced through the same rigorous process built specifically around what Ben needed. Once the right people were in place, the firm started moving differently. Documents were getting drafted and turned around on time. Clients were getting proactive updates instead of calling in and getting no answer, and the closing pipeline started clearing. Ben was able to start taking on new business instead of turning it away. And the real reason it worked was very straightforward. We found people with the right experience who already understood the work. Christine already knew how to draft trust documents inside of a US law firm. Emmy already knew Qualia, and Yara already came in with 5 years of legal experience ready to go. They didn't need months of training to become useful. They all came in and contributed immediately. And we also built a support system around them. Weekly check-ins, clear communication channels, and a full replacement guarantee if Ben ever wants to swap any of these people out. Ben had interviewed 5 to 8 companies before choosing us, and he is not someone who gives praise easily. And here's what he said after working with the team.
And I've just been very happy and pleased and excited to have such a great expansion of our team with such qualified people. They're very hard workers. They're intelligent, very pleasant to work with.
Fantastic. And I guess last question here, what would you say to another business owner who's on the fence?
Do it. Just pull the trigger. Don't even give it too much thought. Just do it.
So here's the bottom line. Ben came to us overwhelmed, turning away business and unable to find qualified help locally. We built a hiring funnel for each role, sourced a pool from over 10,000 applicants, and placed and trained legal professionals into his firm, people who already understood estate planning, successions, and real estate closings. And his operation started running the way that it should have been running all along. So if you run a law firm and you're watching this thinking, that sounds like my practice, then we should talk. Whether you need help with document prep, client communication, trust drafting, or closing coordination, or just basic admin work, we can help you find the right person and have them trained and working inside of your firm in under 5 days. The link to book a call is right below this video. It's free, there's no pressure. We'll map out exactly what you need and figure out if this is the right fit. So book a call and let's talk.